2, 1.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hallow's Veil episode 2. Hopefully, with less tech problems. We have jury rigged a new way of doing it. Thank you very much to Blue, who will be producing us today. And let's just jump into introductions. My name is Callum. I use they, them, and new pronouns, and I will be your storyteller for today's episode of Hallow's Veil, episode 2. Twisted Hearts. I'm pretty sure I called it. I'm not going to check. I will now pass you round the circle, but not in the order that's on the screen because I can't see that right now. I'm just going to do it on my end. So next to me, on that side, is Magpie.
Oh no. Hi, I'm Magpie, Sheeha. I am a writer based in the UK. Yeah, I'm still pretty new to this, so I have nothing really to plug yet.
Great. And then we'll go next along on my screen, which is Alex.
Hey, I'm Alex. I'm a writer and actor in the United States. He, him for both me and my character's pronouns. I'm playing Asher. And I publish and perform as Lex Wilson when I'm not doing this. And I'm sure we'll have a chance to plug stuff at the end. Looking forward to it.
Next, we have Rice below me on my screen, but could be anywhere on the normal screen.
Hello, I am Rice. I use she/they pronouns. And today I am playing Jules, who uses all pronouns. I have nothing to plug yet, so ha!
Next, we'll go over to Blue, who can't hear us. So we'll go over to Hector instead.
Hello, my name is. Hey, Blue. I'm the sector at Keiichi Okami on everywhere on the internet, Blue Sky, Twitter, Instagram. I am a indie TTRPG writer and actual play performer here in the United States.
And finally, because Blue can now hear us, Blue. Great. Okay. Great.
On the other hand, if you can hear us, it's all thanks to Blue.
Yeah,
so,
it's all
you know.
thanks to Blue if you can hear us, which is lovely. So, last week, we opened on the mysterious little seaside town of Hallow's Vale, which is in the north of England, somewhere on the coast near Blackpool-ish. And we are in somewhere towards the end of the 1990s. Specificity is not needed. And our unfortunate group of teenagers found that a football captain had gone missing and very quickly unmissing as the tree-like zombie creature that was once known as Charlie showed up and started causing some havoc, which involved Mark, one of the other football students. That's not a word. Football players. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Also got treed and then smashed to pieces by Antonio. And due to a series of unfortunate accidents, eventually Jules was taken to a cliff by a mysterious driver of a stolen car called Lucy. When everyone chased after them, they were encountered a being who called themselves Ambition, who offered them a deal. Unfortunately, Asher did take the deal without really asking for much detail, which is great. For me as a GM because that means I've still got time to write it. And we ended our confrontation with all 5 teenagers stood on the side of a hill after Jules's ingenious strategy of killing the tree zombie with a car, which sent spiraling off the side of the cliff into a nearby street, blowing up. and uh, we also met who takes on many different forms. Our story tonight does not begin there. In fact, it begins many years before in the diner of town. There are two individuals sat across from each other. This is what I call an all-English breakfast. Is this really why we've stopped here? So you can have a breakfast? Yes, that is exactly why we've stopped here. I was hungry. That's how this works. Listen, just eat your bloody breakfast. We've got to get moving. Why are you even here? Well, you know how you find me really annoying? Well, everyone back at HQ also finds me really annoying. So they sent me with you to get rid of me. Didn't like some of the things I was criticizing, apparently. Which, fair on them. Right. So they've settled me with you because they can't be bothered to deal with you. Great. You're not going to have something to eat. You've been doing all the driving. No. I'm all right. I'll make it to the end of this journey just fine. Oh. And the enthusiastic of the two pulls out a strange device from their pocket, which is beeping rapidly. I've got something. Stay right there. He rushes out of the diner and into a nearby truck and swings open the back doors of the truck. Inside is kind of like what you would recognize as a news truck. So like a computer bank, screens, a satellite on top of the van, but it's clearly not a news van because there's no cameras. And all the screens have got lots of data readings on them. Oh, I've hit an absolute gold mine. Look at all these readings. Oh, this is so good. The man sat inside seems visibly annoyed by all of this, and is about to stand when his companion runs back in. Great news! It works. What works? My scanner. It works. I knew I was going to get something. I did not expect I was going to get this much. We need to stay. We can't continue the mission. What do you mean we can't continue? What do you mean we can't continue the mission? The stern man receives a phone call. Yeah? What am I meant to do? How am I meant to pick up the package without a car? Yeah, HQ says you can stay. I've got to go and buy a car. Anyway, back to our intrepid heroes on the cliffside in the present of the late 90s non-specific. So a lot has just happened for you guys. Jules has just killed Charlie with a car. Mysterious purple creature has left, leaving a slightly frazzled Liz and Lucy standing on the side of the cliff. I will hand it over to you lot to take in what has happened and maybe ask some questions.
I immediately go over and are they like on the ground?
I think Liz is on the ground. Lucy is standing up and is like leant over trying to help Liz.
Yeah, I'm gonna help Lucy help Liz.
Yeah,
and say, are you okay?
I think so.
I'm checking on Jules first, and then joining. So
Yeah.
you know,
Jules, Jules is just gonna be sprawled
hierarchy.
on the ground, like, oh shit! I just killed someone. Huh. I'm good.
I think I think Charlie was already dead. Charlie was already dead. We don't have to tell them. We can just forget about all this. We don't have to. He almost died because of what we did.
What did you do?
Lucy's looking away. She doesn't want to answer. Liz is kind of looking at Lucy pleadingly. Like, we have to tell them. They almost died because of what we did.
Jules is just gonna get up at this point, and she's gonna point at Lucy and be like, "You said you were gonna take me. You said that we were going to go so that Charlie couldn't get to us, and then midway you switched. I had to put the car in reverse, so I could pit him. I mean, what the hell was that thing in the back of our car?"
I don't know her name or what she was. She offered me a deal to protect Liz. You started the rumor around town about her dating someone from Badgergate.
I never said that. I just said I spotted her at the store.
I didn't say anything. Somebody told me.
What matters is that someone heard you and they started to spread rumors and it ruined her reputation.
What? Why? Who cares if she's dating someone from the next town over?
Because
That sounds stupid to me.
Because she's the mayor's daughter.
What does that have to do with anything? It just means she's rich.
Liz speaks up because everyone's scared that the town is going to be consumed by Gate. So if the mayor's daughter is it's dumb. I'm not. He had come over to try and convince me to talk to my dad about a new business proposal, and I wasn't having it.
A new
So-
business proposal?
They want to redevelop parts of the town.
Yeah, it's part of why my dad is here.
Lucy kind of like this. She came to me. Let's say a 6.
6? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. No, I got a 2.
Okay. Yeah. As far as you're concerned, what she's telling you
Sweet.
I don't.
At the end of
Yeah.
last episode, correct? Okay. So we were told that she wanted to kill one of our friends, Jules.
No, that was
by
Charlie's
another
goal.
by the other one.
Um,
That was Charlie's goal.
Charlie was sent to silence because I killed Charlie. We
Wait,
killed
how
Charlie
did you? How did you kill Charlie?
with a fawn from the forest that she gave us.
And did you also kill Mark?
That was a result of what we did to Charlie. Yeah.
I turned to Antonio. Wasn't your fault.
I
With the Magic King.
I'm gonna spend. This is gonna be
Yeah.
a little shady because I seem like what you said before that she just no,
If you still want to be suspicious of Lucy, then that's completely within your right to be so.
yeah, I'm gonna like take a breath, like it seems like I believe her, and then I'm just gonna sort of tilt my head and kind of look at her, and like the camera just sort of tightens in on my eyes. And I'm gonna spend an adversity point for intuition.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
Lucy lying to me?
Oh, Lucy is lying to you about something.
Look, I don't know what your deal is, but me and my friends almost died, and the headmaster doesn't want anybody to know about it, which I'm pretty sure everyone else in this town that's an adult doesn't want anyone to know about it. So I think the two of you are pretty much safe regarding whatever you're doing. What are you lying about?
At the mention of the headmaster, Asher, you do remember the book that you stole from the headmaster's office. Do you want to look at it?
Not just yet. First, I kind of want to hear about this deal that they made. What did you trade for this thorn or this this silencing of the rumor?
She said, if I use the thorn and it completes its goal, I will get what I want.
What happens if it doesn't?
She didn't say.
So it wanted you to use the thorn. That was the trade. Okay. Did you know what the deal was before, just hypothetically, before you entered into this arrangement? Or did you find out afterwards?
That was the deal that was proposed the moment we met.
Okay.
She took the form of the thing I wanted and promised to give it me if I used the thorn.
Yeah, I'll take out the book. Who wants to look at that?
Great. So you open the book, and in it is a record of families in Hallow's Vale. And you just happen to randomly, quite coincidentally, open it on a line of witches. The book specifically points out this is a witch family. And at the bottom, the most recent and youngest member of this family is Lucy.
Do I know Lucy's last name? I am still relatively new to town, but I would know
Well,
this.
I think you can take from context that you opened this page on a random page, that someone opened it for you on that page. Her last name is Callum doesn't know because Callum's bad at names. So I'm going to go for Rose. Yeah, Lucy Rose. There we go.
Okay, I hand the book over to Ace and
feels
Elsie because
witchy.
they know the town a little bit longer. Antonio and I are pretty new.
Yeah.
So I just go, you know what? I don't know what to do with this, but is this saying what I think it's saying?
I think
It
Elsie
absolutely is.
Elsie is she's kind of just been watching for the last 5 minutes, fully not believing this is real. Like, they're convinced in like 10 minutes time, like the cameras are going to come out, this is all like a show. Like, she's not convinced. She thinks this is like a massive telly program thing. She doesn't believe this sort of stuff's real.
I'll look over at the book and then I'll look at Lucy and be like, did you? So Liz is the mayor's daughter. Lucy's the weirdo girl. I'm going to look at Lucy and I'm like, so did you conjure them?
Sorry, Lucy has been the one talking for most of this. Like,
yeah.
Lucy was the one who made the deal. Lucy was the one who used the form.
Yeah. Are you sure you didn't like reach out to them?
My attempts at getting rid of the rumor didn't work.
Well, I mean, you can't actually get rid of something that didn't happen, that people made up.
You can try.
At that, Jules is just kind of gonna look in their pockets just to make sure that there's nothing there. Like, am I good? Am I alive?
Okay, so is all right. So do we know if the what do we do now?
Are you going to try and kill us again?
I never wanted to kill you. I just wanted the rumors to go about Liz.
I think we have another problem at the moment, apart from the rumors. We have these omnipotent beings who are seemingly playing a game with us. That just they're going around making deals with everybody they come in. Like, hey, do you want a deal here? Do you want a deal? It's not okay.
It's not good. It's like a weird. Obviously, it's a weird, bad devil's deal, and he just sort of flamboyantly puts his wrist out, just at Liz and Lucy, and looking at Alex's character. Like, what?
I can maybe try and find something out. I didn't know that they were here or what they are, but I could.
Anything you know. Okay.
She could look into my soul and told me what I wanted most.
She can look into everybody's souls.
That's scary shit, even for me.
Suggestion? Maybe we should discuss this in the church or somewhere, or like put a salt circle, or
What is the pastor gonna do? Spray some holy water?
yeah. So
I mean,
we
it
go
might
to
work.
the church. We get a bag of salt. One of us like runs round with a bag
Oh
of
my
salt.
gosh. You know what? Sacred ground.
Father, I
No,
have
no,
seen.
you have a point. Let's go to sacred ground. Let's go to the churchyard, and at least calm down. No one's
Can't
gonna
make it worse.
no one's gonna hassle a bunch of weirdo teenagers in a churchyard.
I don't know.
And
We've
then
got two gods fighting. Third god, won't that like we're ants.
Okay,
So
let's
if the three gods are fighting, then we're don't matter at all, right?
It isn't raining though today.
So
better
for
safe
sacred
than
ground,
sorry.
for sacred ground, if you do want to go to sacred ground,
Yeah.
there are two options. There is the burnt down Gothic church that is near the top of the hill, so it's closest, or there is the new church, which is a quite modern building and is really hideous. It's like
Ooh.
built during that time where like churches were trying to not be massive regal buildings like they were, because
Mhm.
no one was building those anymore, and no one bothered restoring the burnt down one. It was too destroyed. So yeah, there is a church, but it's like it's further into town.
Yeah, the churchyard near the burnt down Gothic cathedral, for sure.
That feels like a safe place.
It
It's
is
still a
very
church.
safe. Very
counts.
safe.
It counts. It's sacred ground.
Still
The
counts.
ghosts of the town will be nicer than the gods of the modern.
Great. So who wants to
That's
roll
very
me the
poetic.
charm check to try and convince the witch to go to the church?
Uh,
I mean, you don't have to do anything churchy.
Yeah, it's for the ambiance.
it's a burnt down.
Did
Gothic
anyone here
cathedral.
burn down the church? Like, are they going to be on our side, or no one here was responsible for that, right?
The church
promise
burnt
I won't
down
tell
way
anyone.
before your lot's time.
Okay.
It is
Mhm.
not a recent burn. It's like recent history, but it's history. It's
Got it.
like within the last 10 years that it burnt down. I would say that weirdly, Hallows Vale is not very religious. And as far as you lot have known, it's never been very religious. It has a church out of the point of having a church. It has it's more of like a community center,
Mhm.
and it has embraced various religions ahead of its time for the late 90s in the UK.
Yeah.
But like it is more of like, yeah, the normal church, not the one that burnt down, is like, yeah, it's more like a rec center, but it is run by a Christian guy and also has services for others who need it. Like there are rooms that they
grand.
set up, so it's quite a nice place, but it's also like, all right, mate, come on. So yeah, I will need a charm check to convince Lucy specifically
Oh, okay.
to
Let's
come
see
to
here.
the church, the burnt down
She's just
church.
gonna groan. Their mother works at the church.
I'm terrible at this.
I will say
So
it's
I'm
a
gonna do it.
difficulty of. Oh, let's have a look at the difficulty rules. Let's say 7.
Okay. Maybe my dice will explode. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be really cool. It's a cool burnt down Gothic church. Like, what witch wouldn't want to go there? I'm surprised you aren't conducting rituals there and harvesting grave dirt for spells from that place. Oh no, that's a 3.
I can imagine.
I am not going anywhere near that place.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Fine, we'll go to the abandoned park. As I like pivot and like go towards the just like the Hallows Vale park that has like a little overgrown grass. It's it hasn't been maintained in a while, and there's like a dilapidated swing set and a slide and oh shit, I just realized I'm in just overgrowth that goes into like nearby vegetation.
Oh,
Well, if we don't think we're getting anything else out of them, we don't have to take them with us. Is it more important to go to safe ground, or is it more important to get more information from them?
I think it's more important to get more information from them. And our characters,
Are
I
you
mean,
all-
my character feels like we're all in this together now. Like we're all trying to solve the problem.
I would say the only thing you really haven't got out of them is what she wanted from the deal. I think pretty much everything else is cards on the table. I think you can get that vibe.
Can I use an adversity token? I want to ask a question.
Yeah, okay.
Mm.
Was the thing that Lucy wanted most maybe this?
Absolutely. You yeah, of course it was. That's the whole bloody point. That's the whole reason she's done this. Is because she's got a crush on Liz that they've been like off and on. And then this fucking rumor started that she was not only dating someone from Badgergate, but was actually not gay.
I knew it.
So the form that Desire took was Liz, and for Liz, the form that Desire took was Lucy. You can
Jules just giving
intuit
them
this
the
because
side eye
your
the whole
gaydar has
time.
gone off, and you're like, "That's what's going on here." That's why she's being so protective. It's
Jules'
because-
gaydar would probably be like on fleek anyways, so it makes
Absolutely, that is the vibe. That is as far as you can tell. That is absolutely what's going on. And this rumor was inconvenient for both of them.
oh no. I just
uh,
saw them at the shop.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think that is it all laid out. That is what happened. She was offered a deal for the thing she wants most, which is the girl she's got a on and off crush thing with, which is like you can tell they're both attracted to each other, and like this whole thing has weirdly brought them closer together, but also almost killed you lot. So it's like they feel really bad about it, but they are giving eyes to each other this entire time.
Jules just having conflicted feelings like, yeah, maybe I died, but
well, yeah, there are questions that you still have about what's going on. I would intuit, I think that collectively you're pretty sure they don't have the answers necessarily.
Okay.
Right now.
Maybe we should tell Lucy to go and research through what she has, since she's coming from a family of witches. Maybe they have something, like some sort of books or something. And until then, we should see how we're gonna stay safe to see another day. I'm not jumping out of another accelerating car ever again.
That was... Don't jinx yourself.
Antonio, please no.
So there's a couple of places.
Said it.
There's a couple of places you could go for sure if you want to go somewhere that isn't the cliff where someone just drove a car off an edge and it blew up. There's the abandoned park that we've mentioned. There's the old churchyard. Is there anywhere else that people know is a good place that no one will bother them?
Is there a library?
There is a library.
I feel like if in doubt, library.
Another option. Thinking about your character,
and we can also
look at the microfiche.
Another option for you, just to throw it out there for your character Magpie, the pier.
Oh yeah,
it's also an option.
We can go and be spooky.
Yeah, the old abandoned amusement park that we're always sneaking into.
Do we want to go there after we almost died?
We can have a meeting in one of the like waltzer cups.
Yeah.
They have little tables in them. It's perfect.
Yeah, and maybe we have like we already have like caches of like hidden snacks for when I go with you to like, hold the camera or hold an extra light or the audio equipment whenever you're doing your research into all the old
You've
rides.
got cameras and lights in the
I was-
90s as
I
young
was-
people.
Yeah, big clunky ones, right? We had to steal it from the drama department
You
and the
think
AV
that
club.
Hallows Vale has a media club that isn't just watching films on VHS?
They probably bought him from like one of those like secondhand marketplaces. Somebody wanted to throw it out. They didn't know how to start it.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Great.
I was raised on a steady diet of American like 90s middle-aged sitcom where like these people are rich. This house is huge. They're supposed to be poor. I don't know what's going on. Like,
Are we agreed on the pier? Do people want to head there? Has anyone got any objections?
Jules is gonna object, but they're still gonna go because now they're very much concerned about everybody here.
Well, I will say that there are only 4 bikes.
yes,
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because
Guess I'm walking.
I think you can ride on someone's bike.
Yeah,
if you'd like.
you can hop on mine. It's fine.
Alright, that's fine.
The jock's here to
Probably
do the
we've done
work.
it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back on mine. It's fine.
So you all bike on down to the abandoned pier where an amusement park that is very dilapidated stands. At its
Are we
center,
Not by the school, so I can also get my bike.
I guess you could stop by your school on the way. Yeah, it's like on the way down. So you
Okay.
have your bike now.
I guess when I drop Jules off to get their bike, because we've kind of like gone off to the side while everyone else is heading to the pier, Ace will just be like, "Hey, should we like tell someone about the whole like car going off the side of a cliff thing, or are we just ignoring that?"
Listen, if they haven't figured it out, I didn't do shit. They're just gonna unlock their bike.
Okay, because like we don't know where that went. Like we're pretty sure it landed on like Charlie exploded, but like there could have been anyone down there. Like
From the looks of it, it was pretty empty.
I mean,
I
you
think-
were rolling out of the car. How can you say that?
I looked after, okay? Listen, sometimes you gotta get testing question. I don't know. I wanted to get rid of that thing. It was coming for you guys.
I'm pretty sure that belonged to someone here at the school.
Oh shit. Wait,
Yeah.
it had chemicals in it. Fuck. I'm already failing my
It was
science
Mr.
class.
Hardcastle's car because it blew up
Oh.
with the chemicals.
He likes me, but
Me.
he still fails me in class because I don't show up.
I mean, should we mention it? Leave a note? I don't know. I just feel a bit bad about like just leaving that.
Well, it's
will-
Charlie's
Talk with him
parents.
tomorrow.
We're gonna wonder. That hurts a little bit. Like, how
I
do you?
will say, you did hear sirens, 2 sets
Okay.
of sirens,
Okay.
the fire truck
Okay.
and the ambulance. And eventually, maybe while this conversation is happening, you heard the 3rd siren, which is the police car.
Okay.
Last thing I need is being a fugitive. I'm already having to pay a lot of bills.
Did you say police car singular?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So in this town, we
Only a little
established this
village,
last
isn't it?
time. In this
It's a
town, we
small town.
established that there is one emergency service building, and in that building there is 2 garages and a
Yeah.
car parking space,
Oh
and
wow.
that is shared among the fire truck, the ambulance, and the police car, and they take turns who goes in. So when this is over, there will be a race between the fire truck, the ambulance, and the police car back to the emergency services building. So who
get
gets
the
the
garage?
garage spaces?
I love that.
Do you have a special table so you roll for that? Like at the end of it, like we created this before
It
you
feels
started.
so. Yeah, that's
Listen,
my-
the realistic version of that is that building's 2 towns over.
Yeah, yeah.
The fact
I
that
think my
Hallows Vale
character is
has
just
one
a
is
little-
a fucking miracle.
I also had that back
Yeah.
home.
I think my character like legitimately has the same expression. It's just like he's confused and he's like, "Oh yeah, there's only like you only have like one."
We used to have none. Let's go.
Okay, I'm going. Like,
I think you would know this. There are literally 2 police officers in town.
two.
I probably even know
I
them.
think it's. I think
And one of
instead
them's
he's
a
like,
part-time
"Oh, yeah, there's
firefighter."
just-
I feel like Jules probably knows them from when they come grocery shopping.
There are more fire service men than there are police officers.
Okay.
Because
I
there's
know,
about
like I Hector the player am divided because like I'm just like, oh no community resources, but then as an American I'm like,
there are 6 fire officers.
yeah.
Because there needs to be 4 to operate the truck and then 2 on supply. And then there is like a ambulance driver, a doctor in town, and then like a 3rd medical professional. And they will sometimes, like most things, if it's serious, they'll just have to drive over to the nearest hospital, which is like 2 towns over.
Ooh. Oh man.
So this is the world building I have for emergency services.
Yeah, no, we need to get someplace safe. We're getting to the pier.
So I would also say, as Jules and Ace are having this conversation, let's say it's outside the front of school because that's where Jules's bike is. You see Professor Damien coming out the front doors. I see the matter is settled then.
Are you gonna bring up my attendance sheet again?
You're lucky. Today, there was an unfortunate accident with a deeply distressed student who came into school, caused a racket. Unfortunately, there was a fight that broke out between Charlie and Mark. And Mark, unfortunately, had an accident, was not able to be resuscitated. And then, out of distress, Charlie drove up to the cliff and drove off.
I see. That is very unfortunate.
It is. You should consider yourselves lucky you weren't involved.
I had no idea this was happening, sir. I was working.
Ace, the football team has a game this Friday, and it is without a captain.
Yeah.
I expect responsible students to take up the reins.
Right. Sure.
Yes. Good. Good. Well, I wouldn't stay out too late if I were you. Your parents will be worried sick.
Yeah, that's where we're heading now. Home. Let's go.
We don't have to head straight home. Children deserve time for themselves. Well, good day. Walks off. Oh! I did. There was a book on my shelf that seems to have misplaced itself. Please tell Asher I want it back by tomorrow afternoon. Walks off.
Jules is gonna do like this and then show the middle finger as he's turned his back and just walks off.
Jules?
Yes?
Keeps walking.
Professor gives me the creeps. Let's go meet up with the others.
Ay, ay, ay. Asher, I'm so proud of you, man. Just gonna go.
Oh yeah, I thought I'd bring you a souvenir because you weren't with us in the headmaster's office. So
Like cigarettes on me, man.
you're good.
So you arrived.
I only smoke weed.
Shh, don't tell them that, man. You
Oh,
know
that's
my
true.
stash comes
Yeah.
next week.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Now that this group is getting big, we have to share with everybody. This is gonna suck.
God damn, man. I'm gonna have to pay extra.
Antonio, how are you feeling about Mark?
I don't know if I really want to talk about Mark right now.
I understand.
He wasn't particularly nice to me.
Yeah.
He was kind of a goofball.
At least now we know that Charlie was the one that killed him.
I mean, if that's what the headmaster wants to tell people, that's fine. I mean, when does this stop? Like, Asher, I don't know why you made that deal.
It sounded like you believed that this was a devil's bargain. Is that right?
Yeah.
So I believed the devil or whatever that guy was when he said that that if we didn't get there, this other his enemy, his brother, his sisters, or maybe Charlie was going to kill him. Was going to kill Jules. So that's why I agreed.
It's not even like. So, like, back where I'm from, San Juan, Puerto Rico, like, you know, the old people are always talking about weird stuff, strange creatures in the night, spirits, La Chupacabra. You can't just make deals with voices like that. What they want from without outlining what you're going to give them, because they'll take everything.
That's thousands of kilometers away. We're in the UK now. You know, stiff upper lip, old boy. What?
Were the stories?
Sorry, I know that sounded really great with an American accent.
Sorry. Where the stories are even darker.
But we don't know what he wanted. It could be something really benign, and it could be he wants my Doc Martens or my Tamagotchi.
Yeah,
which is dead. I mean, I didn't even feed it. You don't have to feed it.
Creature.
Or your left eye, or your heart, or your soul.
What am I doing with a soul? What have you done with your soul?
Jules is just gonna smack Ash over the head.
Ow!
What do you mean? What you gonna do with the soul? Oh God, man! Don't make me cut you off on weed.
Okay, I'm glad for once that I am not the only. Actually, you're normally the reasonable one.
What was he reasonable?
Okay. Okay, maybe reasonable is the wrong palabra, the wrong word.
You're over.
I did teach him the metric system when he first got here, so he thinks that I'm like know everything.
We use the metric system in Puerto Rico, you jerk.
What?
It's on
You were humoring me?
It is all of our. It's on all of our signs. It's like that one of the few places in the United States that actually uses the metric system.
You made
That's
me
such
feel
a funny
smart.
joke.
You made me
That's
feel like
so
I know
good.
something.
Dude, I
Oh
was
my-
the one that taught you the metric system.
Don't patronize me. Jules patronizes me.
Look, somebody
Thank
was
you.
talking to me. I didn't have a lot of friends, and if I can say, you kept talking to me, so I just let you teach me.
Look, you did what you had to do to save our lives with Mark, and I did what I thought I had to do to help save Jules. Of course, we got there and Jules saved themselves, but that's Jules always fucking up everything.
It was one time and you dropped the boxes.
You can't do anything right. You were supposed to be in distress. That was part of the deal.
Oh, I'm sorry that at that point there was a killer tree coming to get you and impale you like Vlad the Impaler.
I am glad you're okay, and I'm glad that you did what you did.
I'm not glad you made the deal with the devil, mate.
I think at least Antonio and Jules knows that this is a very thinly veiled attempt to sound calm and nonchalant about this.
I'm not really sure. Do we just go home after this? Do we try to figure out this? Things are gonna come to us at our dreams, or at least that's where. I don't know. What about the book?
Yeah, that's where you met these gods, Jules, in your dreams.
Yeah. You said they come in dreams, right?
The first time I met them, at least. The second time I met the weird thing with smoke and tentacles was in the back of the car while Lucy was driving.
So is this like a Nightmare on Elm Street thing when you're in the dream world? Can you manifest
Here's
blades
the thing.
in your
I was in my
hands?
kitchen. I was in the kitchen and suddenly I saw one of the things I desired most. She also called me boring flat out, but
I have an idea. So we play this game. It's kind of boring, I guess. We kind of roll dice. But whenever people go and stay, whenever people go and stay at a camp, someone stays awake. So what I'm thinking is, if we all tell our parents that we're staying at a sleepover at each other's houses, we actually come and camp out here overnight. We find somewhere to stay, right? And then someone keeps watch. Yeah, in like a tent.
Why don't we just tell our parents we're having a camp out?
I want to camp out in Hallowsville.
I mean, you had a weird dream at home.
Ooh, look at Antonio has a good relationship with his parents. Ooh.
Oh, but hey, look,
Shut up.
My dad's a jerk.
Okay, here's the thing. If we're gonna camp out, we can 1, get mugged. 2, get more mugged. 3,
From who?
get even more mugged.
No one
That's
said
why we
muggers.
stay.
in Hallowsvale.
Okay.
That's why we stay at the theme park.
All right.
No one
So-
comes in. I have the keys.
All right.
I would say that I definitely think that you've camped out here before, Elsie. That you've got there are buildings that are still functional buildings, and I think you have multiple tents set up.
10 out of 10. They've got a full little mini town. They've set themselves up with a little shop. Nobody comes to buy anything, but there is. So I imagine that Elsie comes to the corner shop at least once a week, buys the place out of Iron Brew, buys the place out of just random bags of sweets, and just enough
Yeah, the
Tizer
snacks
to
for
sink a
snacks.
battleship. And they're all set out like it's a little shop. There's a little Fisher Price counter on the side. There's another one that's a little hospital that's got a first aid kit in it. All decked out, completely sorted. She's happy.
It's funny that you mention a battleship because as you're sat in the central, because I think that you are in the theme park and you're sat in one of the teacup rides, and it's in the center of the pier. It's apart from the roller coaster which goes along the side and takes the whole length of the pier. The centerpiece of, like, when you enter through the gates, the thing that you see in front of you is the teacup ride. There's a smaller carousel at the back. You'd think it'd be the other way around, but they just really love the teacup thing. Like, I don't know why the owner thought the teacups was more like impressive than a carousel with like fancy horses. Nah, none of that. It's like fancy teacups that are like bigger than usual. Of like, yeah, there's like a table in the middle, but there's also like the thing that the handles that you make to make it spin around. And you're sat underneath the roof. The roof is still in one piece. The center column of it is like this, because it's such a big centerpiece. It's like this mirrored, complicated mechanism, but there's also a control room inside of it. And it's like it also has like the path is wavy, so as you go round, you're kind of going up and down and there's 2 tracks which have opposite bumps. So in one, teacup's going up, one teacup's going down.
So what do we? I think it's a great plan, but how are we going to deal with parents that check in?
That's a great question, but I also the link to this explanation was the battleship, because
yes, the battleship. What's going on?
Because
I'm so sorry, I got lost.
If
I got lost in the sauce.
If you look out from the pier, you will see in the harbour of Hallow's Vale, about 3 miles-ish from the coastline, is a large battleship in the ground. It is the HMS Briar Rose from 1922. You'll notice, because it's a bit of local history. So it's basically half submerged in the water, sticking out. So it's on an angle. So it's like in the sand, and it's weirdly intact, but clearly like shipwrecked. I just thought it'd be worth noting that's about. It's a lovely cultural landmark. I'm sure there's nothing suspicious about it.
Elsie frequently refers to it as a Thunder Child. She never calls it the Briar Rose. It's always the Thunder Child, and she's trying to get a movement of people doing the same thing.
Maybe we could. I'm gonna spend an adversity token for intuition. Absolutely. While I'm looking straight at the battleship.
Yep.
And the question I want to ask is, is it a good place to camp?
You cannot get to it.
Oh, you can't get to it. Oh, is it out?
It's out 3 miles worth.
It's out 3 miles worth up the coast.
Yeah, out. You can see it.
It's just that clear of a shot. So it's too far to camp.
Yeah, you would have to get a boat. You'd have to get like a boat to get to it. Your best bet for camping is the pier. No one comes here.
Yeah. We should check that out one day. No, not for camping though.
I would say
this is the best place.
Everyone give me a brains check of 6. If you don't make it, get an adversity point. If you make it, let me know.
That's a 15.
Ooh, that's a 1.
I got a 1 too.
Okay.
9.
Okay. Jules, intelligence check of, brains check of 6.
Let me check what my brains were. Because I do not remember. Oh wow, I'm dumb.
Hey.
Okay, that's a 6.
Okay.
Nice.
So, Asher and Jules, you both know super weird fucking stuff happens in this town all the time. Like, the whole history of this town is weird. Because it's not like just the battleship that's like sunken in the town. Like, and like the old grave site for that thing, it's buried under a derby ring. Who in the UK has one of those? And why would you build it on top of an old grave site for sailors? Weird. But you do remember that it's not the only weird thing from recent history, or from around that same time. Shortly after, a few years after the Briar Rose, in 1926, or roughly about it, a group of investigators came to investigate strange lights seen in the town and never came back. So, like, there's a weird history of like weird stuff. Elsie, you also kind of pick up on these ideas, but also like, you know, that the forest is known for being a witch forest. That in the 1950s, there were reports of strange radio signals, and they have there was like an investigation into it, and there was no seemingly cause. People think it was just like loose communications from a submarine that might have been near the coast. And you know, lots of rumors of like weird things in town in general. So, what happened here? And the weird story that's been told by the headmaster. Maybe this. That's just.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mhm. Is it the theme park?
Yeah.
I
Roll me a. I'm gonna say that
That's a 5.
short range.
Okay, so no.
No page. Are we a bit early for that?
Sorry.
Yeah, we definitely are. Yeah, I didn't.
It was 2000.
There was
Hello, welcome back from the break. I hope you the waitress like look at each other sheepishly. About the middle of town has a route. Yeah, I think those are your only options. There might be shake it away. Oh, this is going to be great. Are you joining me? No, I've got an actual job to do. I'm meant to come and collect you on my way back. Right. Cool. Well, see you soon. Yeah. The stern one walks up to the garage, buys buys the cheapest car, and drives off. So we cut back to the pier and what is the present day for these characters. Yeah. So Elsie didn't get anything from trying to scan the radio signals. Jules, are you playing music on your radio?
Jules is going to look at the radio, maybe a bit like, and then he's going to kneel down and just turn on the radio like a little bit quieter this time and be like, all right, fucker, let's see if you're talking again.
Could you roll me? Well, let's look at your character sheet. Where are we, Jules? We are. Could you roll me a charm check. We're going to call it 7.
A charm.
Yeah, but could you please also roll me a d4 on top of that?
Okay. Okay. That is an 8. With 1.
Yeah, cool. So you make it. Charlie's dead. They managed to kill him. Interesting. This is an interesting development. I wasn't expecting it. What should we do now? Do you know where they are? I think they know where they are. Keep watching them. I'm fascinated to see how this goes.
Do I
Maybe this time-
recognize the voice?
You do not recognize either voice.
Okay.
Maybe this time we'll find a way.
Is one of the voices the one that spoke to me before on the radio? No? Dang it.
No. Hey, something's wrong with my scan. Bugger! Someone's changing channels. Whoever was on the other side of that phone, there were 2 voices. One of them definitely noticed you.
Oh, shit!
Can I do something while that's going on?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out like a battered Rider-Waite tarot deck from my messenger bag and pull out just like a simple like handkerchief, like, you know, do-rag, put it on the ground, and start shuffling the cards and just like put it in front of Asher. And you know what? I'll put it on like top of like a teacup nearby, you know, and then because it's like a flat surface, and then I'll just be like shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Be like, cut the deck, man.
I cut the deck, but I think I want to check in with Ace while like have a conversation while we're doing this. I don't know if that is compatible with doing tarot.
Yeah. So when your character cuts the deck, I immediately stop talking, and then what my character is going to do is just lay out the cards. So if you want to jump over with Ace and like role play that with my character doing the cards in the background, and then Callum, however you want to handle that.
How many cards are you pulling? 3?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it simple. Past, present, future.
It's okay. I played Persona. I know what the Arcana is.
Yeah, all good. Just simple past, present, future.
Yeah.
I think, like, for the purposes of like the TV show, it's gonna be a full Celtic card spread, but just give me past, present, future, however you want to do it. Like,
okay,
characters fancy,
and you can take the death cards out right before you do this. That's legit. That doesn't break any rules, right?
Okay. That is not an option, buddy.
That is not how that works.
So,
and it's also a horror trope for those cards to show up, even if you've taken them out of the deck.
I'm going to tell you that for the past. You know what? Let's have a conversation between Ace and Asher while I double check that these are the things I want to give you.
Okay. I wanted to check in. Like, you knew Mark and Charlie probably better than any of us. Like, how are you right now?
not really thinking about it very hard. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The principal, the headmaster, he turned up when we went to go get Jules's bike. He mentioned the book. Totally noticed that's gone, and I don't know how, but knew it was you. So he wants that back tomorrow. Gives me the creeps. Seriously gives me the creeps. I don't know how he knew that. He also mentioned the stuff to do with the car and Charlie. I don't know how he knew that either. He like directly referenced it. Like he was coming up with this story about how Mark and him got in a fight and then Charlie drove off the cliff in the car. Like how did he know that? Like he wasn't there. Like how I and then he was like, "Hey, but you know, there's a game on Friday and you guys don't have a captain anymore. So you should step up and maybe take the reins because of that gap." And I'm like, buddy, a guy just died. And you're expecting me to what? Jump into the gap and just be fine with that and just take over and are we just skipping over the part where two guys just died from our team? Like okay, I'm trying really hard not to think about it too much.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Are you a hug person?
I guess.
Okay. Would you like a hug?
I don't know, man. I might cry. I think. You know what? I'm gonna go talk to Elsie. And she just wanders off.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Hector, are you ready for this? Great. First card, the past. The lovers reversed. The present. The upright tower. The future. The reversed wheel of fortune. You're welcome.
He like goes into like the little box and like pulls out like the little meaning book and reads it. Like, you know, I'm just gonna let me just
He sits and waits for them to invent the internet, and then he will look it up in his own.
He like pulls up the he actually has like a little not advertising, just saying just actually looking through a book.
Yeah.
And so the first one, okay. Do you want it straight out of the book or do you want my interpretation?
I think
my character says that, asks that out loud. They say that out loud.
Is it just my fortune you're reading, or is it everybody's here? Like, I don't.
Just yours.
Oh, okay. I look at the cards that you drew or that you set out. So the first one is reversal of love.
The Lovers reversed, which is usually about like the Lovers is usually about like connection, like between people.
Mrs. Burton is into me.
Mrs. Burton is. It's just not good. There could be like a disconnect or like obsession.
Okay. And this is in the past,
like,
you say?
In the past, yeah.
Okay.
Would you like to make a brains check of 6?
Yeah.
I can tell you what it might mean.
Okay.
Or it's up to you. Either you can decrypt it yourself, or you could roll for it, and I can give you some hints as the GM.
Well, okay, so if you're unattached, love is coming soon. So and it usually appears when a relationship needs input or a little extra attention. You decide to reach a change point.
The Lovers Reversed
connection
is about the past, and also I should also mention that I thought it was a reading on all of you.
Oh,
not
whoops.
just Asher.
Sorry about that. You know what? My character kind of fumbles and then realizes, you know what, Asher? I think you have a point. I think this is for all of us. And at this point, my character is going to get a little bit lost, and I would like to make a brains check for my character to recontextualize. Because I think my character was focused on Asher, but that doesn't necessarily mean like the reading. Like,
Callum, the GM, could not.
Can we roll with that? No, I think that's cool.
Specifically Asher.
Yes. Can I?
I felt very smart about my
way?
Choices, and the moment you said, "Oh yeah, it's your reading," I'm like, "Oh fuck, I fucked it."
Yeah, no, it's okay. No, I got it. My character's gonna be like, "No, I think this is for all of us." You said it was a
6.
6? Oh, cool. Okay, so I rolled a 4, and then I'm gonna spend 2 adversity points so that I hit 6.
Cool. Okay. Immediately, the past reverse lovers. Who the fuck was responsible for what just happened?
Oh, gosh. Okay.
So that represents Lucy and Liz as what they did, being this.
Okay.
Like, it just reconfirms what you knew, that their disconnect or their desire for each other has caused this bad thing to happen to you.
Okay. The present is the tower, which is disaster.
Be the lighthouse.
A turning point of great importance.
Okay.
It can be read multiple ways. I think optimistically, you know the world has changed. You now know things you did not know before, and it has changed the world. That is why you were on the precipice of disaster.
Okay.
The tower represents the possibility of every move that you make now could lead to end.
And then the world reversed.
Wheel
The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. I'm trying to. Is that bad luck? Misfortune? Woe? Or am I just
bad
reading
luck?
That?
But it's also about cycles.
Yeah,
it's where the vowels are free, but the consonants.
Yeah.
It's the one
no, I'm joking.
Wheel of Fortune is probably the one you can't really contextualize, because it's about something that's like it's about your future, right? So it's the vaguest of the three. It's the one that, like, it could just mean you're fucked. It could mean we're doomed. It could mean there's something to do with cycles, but that doesn't really make any sense from what you know.
Okay.
I think Asher's kind of a literalist when he's looking at this. Is there a Ferris wheel here? I'm looking directly at that.
There's a wheel on the classic Rider-Waite, like Wheel of Fortune. It looks like and my character says, okay, and this is something from the book, Callum. Okay, this is kind of bad, but it is about cycles. But the Wheel of Fortune is also about making your own fate, regardless of which direction it's facing, whether it's reversed or upright. essentially, we have in front of us the most, oh gosh, what did that creative writing teacher call it? Character agency? Or something like, I had to write a paper on it. It was somehow both exciting and boring at the same time. I posted it in my live journal, so it was pretty cool. Oh no, wait, hold on. That's 5 years too early. My bad.
Yeah.
I posted on a news group. People seem to
Wow,
like
you
it.
got CompuServe, first person in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's really slow though. I have to make like a cup of tea every time if I want to look at a website. We're not here to talk about the World Wide Web. And then he just like pulls out a clove and like lights it. Essentially, whatever choices we make are the choices that we're going to make, and the chips are going to fall the way they're going to fall. There isn't anything pulling the strings at us. Like there isn't like a predetermined fate. We're going to face some obstacles, maybe some unexpected bad luck, but at the end of the day, how this turns out is going to be based on us. If these cards are right.
Could you roll me a brawn check of 3 for me, Hector?
No. Oh no. Oh wait, I'm actually kind of good at this. Hold on. Let's see. Rolled a 1.
The next card that you knock over as you try and put the deck away is the reversed Hanged Man. But that could mean nothing because you didn't pull the card. It was just the next one.
Oh, a jumper. And then like I reach up and I pick up the jumper.
So yeah, you know, that's all good. That's all good. But I would say you did ask about a Ferris wheel. And you look over to the decapitated Ferris wheel. You look around the park again. You go, huh? All the rides. They're named after all the major arcana. That Ferris wheel is called the Wheel of Fortune. The drop tower, it's called the Tower. The horror maze, it's called the Hanged Man. Yeah.
The snow cone maker is called Death.
The roller coaster is called the Chariot.
Great pivot.
The teacup ride is the Fool. So yeah, all the different rides have major arcana names.
Amazing.
The reversed Hangman. Wait a minute.
But I'm sure that's just fine.
I mean, it's about letting things go.
And we'll move over to that revelation that Ash has just had, over to Ace and Elsie.
Where is Elsie?
Yeah.
Elsie is probably sort of messing around at the main console of the teacup ride. Partially because they're a little bit ooky spooked out by the tarot. And partially just because tinkering gets their mind off it.
Ace will just kind of like briskly walk over, kind of come into the room, and then immediately like kind of step back and try to be a bit more casual with it, and kind of like lean against the wall or something. Hey, so turns out Ash is a hugger, and at the drop of a hat will offer you a hug. Uh, that's news. Um,
You can add it
how's
to the diary.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, any info's good info, right?
Yeah.
So how's the radio coming along? You were trying to do something?
It's. I mean, it's quiet, and she'll sort of bonk the radio, and for like you get like a momentary like whirl of dead or alive, and then it fizzles out to nothing.
Roll me a brains check.
Oh no.
6.
6. Hold the line, caller. That's a 23.
What? That must have exploded.
23.
Wow.
Well, tell you what.
No.
As soon as this conversation ends, you're getting one hell of a radio signal.
Oh. Elsie will sort of look over at Ace and sort of say, "Well, I guess you're the lucky charm," and we'll kind of motion her on in.
I think I've cut out whoever was interfering with our signal. Let me just check. Yep, should be good.
Ooh. So, can I do something a bit silly?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way of like radio to walkie-talkie radio to try and almost get a two-way sort of speechy doofer going?
I feel
The
like
people on the other end of this call.
I want to speak to him.
Absolutely, you
like
can. I'm 23.
I feel like
You could invent Wi-Fi with 23.
I feel like Jules probably after having the weird radio, he would have just like bolted straight to Elsie, you know,
I
and
think
probably walked in on the whole charade and be like, continuation.
I don't know how it is in a kind of about people in the UK, but in America, having a CB like radio system like that, like communicating like that, is very common in the 90s. In fact, it was like because people didn't have cell phones. The having radios and that kind of like radio communication, all of that is like I do not put it past Hollow's Veil that is probably the most advanced tech that they have, is like decent radio stuff, and people still use it to this day because like the headphones we use the same technology. It's very reliable. So 23 is great, but I also, as an old person, I will say, jury rigging like a CB radio thing is totally in viable.
I think absolutely on your walkie-talkie you can intercept the signal and respond to it if you wish.
Oh, okay.
And
Elsie's
yeah, I
gonna
think
just.
Jules walks in as well and is like, I was just listening to that call.
Yeah, Jules just fucking like, that's what I would warn you about. Just
Elsie
and
will sort of blip off the radio before the interception can sort of, what's the word? Before sort of like they can hear us, and we'll sort of say, "I have a plan. I think it's a good one." And then we'll blip the radio off, and we'll just say, "Hi, my name's Elsie. Who are you?"
How are you on this line? This is bullshit. No one else is meant to.
I'm very smart, and I know what I'm doing.
Yes, I know you're very smart. That's the problem.
Yeah, but who are you? Hang on a minute. I want to talk. I just want to talk.
We're not meant to have.
can we just talk?
Yes. Okay. Great. We'll talk. Hello.
I'm not going to ask about like cults or anything. I just want to know like your favorite color.
I mean, I kind of expected you to ask about cults. That would make sense.
I'm
in your
warming you
situation.
up to it. I'm not just gonna like answer the phone and be like, "Hey, can I hear about your cult? If I know about your favorite color first, then we can talk. What's your name?"
Yeah, my name's Guion.
Leon. So,
Did I
Guion.
give my name too? No, Arthur, don't give your name.
Oh, Guion Arthur. Oh, so there's two of you there.
No, that is my pet monkey. Isn't that right,
Okay.
pet monkey Arthur? Ooh, ooh, ah.
So like, we're kind of in the theme park right
Yeah.
now, and I mean, you probably know that anyway.
Yeah, I do know
You,
where you are.
yeah. So what I kind of wanted to know is why? Do you know that?
Today, you almost died. You were
Yeah.
almost killed by Charlie.
Of course, you know Charlie.
Yes, we are aware of
Okay.
the situation. We've been
Okay. So
observing
can you
it.
come and help?
Uh,
Like a little
uh,
bit? Like a little bit of help?
I
Like a
mean,
nudge?
yes, kind of. I can't help,
Okay.
but Arthur can't. Not the pet monk. The monkey's not real. That was a lie I made up to excuse
No.
the other person on the end of the call.
No shit.
Arthur can help. Isn't that right, Arthur? No, that's not right.
Okay.
That's not right at all. It's not how we do it. We do not offer help until. No. Be careful about what you say, Arthur. Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not like the National Geographic, like you're allowed to help us, you don't have to leave the penguins.
Where do you think we are?
I mean, if I'm honest, I'm not entirely convinced this isn't like a massive prank. So I'm assuming you're in like a telly station somewhere. Either that or this is all real. And honestly, at this point, I could have just had way too much sugar. So
I am
I'm
going to have to
between
confirm for you
ideas.
this is real.
You just see like LCEXE error for like a solid 10 seconds.
Ask them where they are. Just ask them where
Oh,
they are.
where are you?
I am not at liberty to express where I am right now. But Arthur, 100% can tell you where he is. No, I can't. That's a stupid idea. Don't bring him here.
Oh, come on. We've got snacks.
Okay.
We've got like
So,
the vibes.
so it's at this moment that you all of you who've been to the roller rink, recognize the voice of the disorderly manager, Arthur. That's who's on the other end. That's one of the two voices that you're hearing. Is you will, if you've been there, that's you'll know it because everyone's like, it's kind of like, it's a weird thing about the roller derby that like, it's a roller rink, but the guy who owns it is a real boring guy who seems to be in a bad mood all the time, and his name is Arthur.
Jules
And
is just gonna pout and be like, your best customers! I gave you grocery discounts.
oh, this is why I told you we should invent voice changers. I've been working on it, but I didn't think anyone could fucking pick up my signal.
Whoops.
How? Why are they listening? Why are they on radio? Why are they trying to? How do they know about Charlie? Like, I so many questions.
Elsie just like holds the radio out.
These are very good
Right.
questions. We cannot answer all of them at the risk of fucking things up for you further than
Is this
you already fucked.
a normal society or something?
No, we are not the society currently active in this town.
What does that
So in
mean?
another town.
Yes, there are active societies all over the world, but not in this town, as far as you are allowed to know.
So if we went to a different town, we'd know about the fact that there's a society in that town, but then would the people in that town be allowed to know that we've got a society in our town? So technically, we can know there's a society in this town.
Sure, let's say that I can tell you that, and that's a good piece of information for you to know, and that you should probably start investigating it if you want any chance of making it out alive.
Wait, what?
Great.
Cool.
I will tell you this. Charlie was the first of many.
I don't want to crash
can't
more
tell 'em that.
cars.
What are you doing? I'm giving them a fair chance.
Is that a threat? Like, what?
I think they're helping us.
This is a polite warning of the oncoming danger you're already a part of. 2 of you have already signed your souls away.
Ew.
Wait, 2?
Arthur, would you mind telling them about the lovely deals on at the roller rink while I fucking destroy this signal and find a new one? If you
We're
come
never
down,
getting grocery discounts again, Arthur.
if you come down on Wednesday evening, there's a special price on the roller rink. It is free for you specific 5 imbeciles.
Okay, but free? That's pretty good.
Yeah. Survive till Wednesday night, and you get a free go on the roller rink. How's that sound?
What do
Antonio,
I have
is
to
it okay to take this deal? Or are you going to judge me for that one too?
Can I spend an adversity token to see if this is actually a code for, hey, on Wednesday I can actually help you out?
That is absolutely what it is. On Wednesday, this guy can help. He cannot help before Wednesday. You don't know why.
Jules is just gonna take the radio and gonna be like, I will be there and you better fucking have answers.
I'm gonna be there. I've got my own skates.
That is not what he meant. You know what?
we
Never
can
mind.
take this offer.
It's a sweet offer.
Should we be like bringing things things of a defensive nature?
Oh,
Of
my brain's going
a-
like potluck.
Oh, I mean
Yeah,
that'd
I
be
was
nice.
Like,
Listen, the things
maybe
that
I
you're
could
up
make some
against.
arroz con gandules. I could make. You guys ever had tostones before?
Oh
The
no.
That's
The things
sounds
that you're
amazing.
up against, they're not gonna go down simply. It took a car to blow up Charlie.
Oh, so I had an idea, right? So
And
my
they're not
idea
gonna go
was
down if we're hungry.
if I could get like a weed whacker, but like one of them spray ones, if I put something in that I can set on fire, my thinking is I can make my own like
Flamethrower?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'll take one down. I could make one for each of us.
I don't think all of them are gonna be trees.
This is why you don't work with animals or children.
Fucking
Yeah, but like we
calling
could get multiple. We could get a leaf blower.
Elsie, I love
put
that
it-
idea.
Thank you. We could put a leaf blower, run it backwards, put rocks in it, and make ourselves our own like thing. We could have a trebuchet. I could build a trebuchet. I mean, I've been
Okay,
looking for an excuse to
okay.
build a trebuchet.
I just
God give me patience, because if you give
I
me
feel like
strength,
this is. I know you want to be an engineer, but like this is giving me like Christy Swanson and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Okay, like my teen fashion sense with the flamethrower. Yeah, that's not real. Like she would have burned her hand.
Nobody over here watched that movie.
What?
Yeah, no, sorry.
Oh my gosh!
would
But it
like to be
had
a
Luke
Vampire Slayer,
Perry,
though.
and Luke Perry was so cool in it.
Right, listen, kids.
Nadia.
I'll get Guion to explain it. Guion, can you explain the stupid bloody god nonsense? Have a good sleep. I'm sure nothing weird will happen in your dreams.
That's a terrible explanation.
What? It's
Okay, how many of you them even met?
2.
We've
Two?
met 2, and you said 2 of us have made a bargain. Who made the other bargain?
Spoilers.
you can't be in here giving us a bunch of criticism about how we can make flamethrowers out of like pesticide, and then also be like,
Flamethrowers
but
are
hey, I
pesticide?
can't.
That's a great idea.
But
Why
hey,
didn't you tell
also
them
I
off for that,
can't give
Arthur?
you any information. By the way, spoilers. Like,
Right,
which
so
one is it?
Which ones have you met?
The weird smoke purple
Yeah, that's Desire. Yeah,
and
go on.
Desire. Okay, and
And
Like, back
Ambition.
to-
Ambition. Yeah, got
I
that
think
one.
he called himself Ambition.
Yeah, cool.
Oh my god! Wait, are these like the? Are these like the Endless from Sandman? Is like one of them named Death, one of them named Delight.
No,
one
those
of
are the
them
only
named
two that have got simple
Destruction.
names. The others have got weird names.
Weird
I don't know,
name?
but it sounds like we're talking to the lone gunman from X-Files.
Oh yeah, they do remind me of the Lone Gunman.
I would like to specifically mention at this time that we have no association or have ever had an association with any government agency, existing or non-existing, on any part of the United States or the United Kingdom.
If you're trying to convince us that you're not like the Lone Gunman, that statement is not helping. Also,
That's
I
why you
think
don't work
Asher
with
meant
dogs or
that as
animals,
a
isn't it?
No, Asher meant that as a compliment. The Lone Gunmen are cool.
Right, okay, so you've met... I can tell you this much. There are 5 of them, and you've met 2 of them. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. You've met 3 of them.
3.
Ooh, 3.
Who's the fucking third?
Well, if 2 of you've made a deal, I can tell you right now that one of you has not made a deal with one of those 2.
Wait, what?
You really
so
don't know, do you?
My maths isn't great,
Fascinating.
but
Wait.
What?
Wait. Elise, you like... not Elise. Ace, you like 80s stuff, right?
oh no, that's Jules.
Oh, Jules. Sorry, Jules. You like 80s stuff. Do you remember that movie that came out at My Science Project? Where, like, they had, like, a dimensional gate weird thing. Are you in another dimension? Are you in another, like... Is this, like, Back to the Future? Can you let, like... in another timeline and you can't tell us because you've already seen what happens, but if you do tell us, it'll cause like a paradox, and like you really are kind of sounding like Doc Brown right now.
Wait, what?
No, the guy on the radio.
Leon?
Like, what if they're from like another timeline and they
Are you
can't
from
tell
another
us?
timeline?
Right. Okay, that's a lot of jargon you just thrown at me.
Are you from another timeline?
I
No.
feel like no.
What
Oh.
year is it?
That's a really good question. I haven't checked in a while.
Sorry.
Okay, so to convince us that you're not from another timeline, that was not it.
What's your
I've just been
favorite
stuck
book?
here for a while. Listen, I've just been stuck on this stupid thing for a while because if I leave, no one's been watching the fucking equipment. If the equipment goes bust, the whole bucket of reality burns.
You've got equipment.
Yes,
Kind of equipment.
lots of
Oh
it.
god.
Oh, here we go.
I could help. I get like A's in all of my science projects.
Yeah,
See,
you
I don't
sure-
think this
you
is the
sure
best
do.
moment to put in your CV. Maybe let's survive until Wednesday and then you can put in your CV.
Oh yeah, but then I could leave school, get away from the weird headmaster, and then I could work for
it's
cool
so
people that are on
weird.
radios doing alien stuff.
After Wednesday, I
Oh,
kind of want
unfortunately,
to.
I can confirm for you this isn't aliens.
Oh,
It's not
Did
aliens.
anyone make a deal with the headmaster?
What?
What?
I don't think the headmaster is a.
Everyone
Well,
roll
they said
me.
there might.
Everyone roll me a brains check.
Oh
Oh,
no!
Let's see if any of you can remember making a deal or not.
Oh no.
Oh wait, hold on.
That's another
I got-
6. That's fucking good. That blows.
I got a 7.
I rolled a 1.
Oh,
I just
of
got a
course,
6
you're
and a
the one-
5, so I got
I'm
an
very
11.
confident in whatever I think right now.
Okay. Asher, despite the fact that it's quite clear that you made a deal earlier today, you think it might have also been you? The rest of you, however, don't remember making any deals. Unfortunately, Jules, you got a sneaking suspicion it might have been you.
Dude. Okay.
And it wasn't today, and it wasn't yesterday. It's a really long time ago. It was really stupid. And you didn't think it was real because no one else thought it was real. Because you used to have an imaginary friend.
Did.
But that's probably not important right now. Like, it might have been you, but it wasn't, was it? It couldn't have been. Nah.
It couldn't have been.
You're fine. But you did have an imaginary friend who made you make a deal.
That's true.
Yeah. The weird thing about your imaginary friend was that you could only ever see him when you were looked in a mirror. But that's probably not important.
Totally.
Listen, I think the best way for you to get answers is just to go to sleep. And I know that sounds like a bad idea. And it is actually fundamentally a bad idea to talk to these people. They will try and play you. They will try and manipulate you. They will try and get what they want. In fact, they're already halfway there. But what is vitally important is that you meet them.
Why?
Because I can't tell you who they are.
So we have to meet across now.
Amazing. So we gotta
What
search
day is it
for.
today? It's when you said Wednesday. Meet them. What day is it now?
It is Monday.
Monday.
Oh, we've got to survive 2 days.
Sorry, go ahead, Jules.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to meet 3 other omnipotent beings. And this time, Asher, not sell your soul.
Oh, his soul's already gone, mate.
We don't know that it was my soul that they want. It could be my PlayStation.
Yeah, your mini disc collection. Sure.
my
Oh no.
my Mortal Kombat 1 or 2.
Oh no.
Don't take my mini disc.
Mate, you're gonna have to reconsider them. Sell them while you can.
That's what I told him.
The audio quality, no, I would rather listen to them than you. So
okay, yeah, sure. Good luck with that, buddy.
Wait a minute.
You can't tell them that, Guion. It's a mini disc. What's it going to do? It's not going to affect the future. It literally doesn't matter.
You know the future.
No, I don't know the future.
Said.
It was a metaphor for the fact that I think that mini disc is a dumb format.
they're from the future and they know what a mini disc is. I'm sold.
Couldn't you be doing better things in the future than spying on us?
I'm not in the future. I haven't been to the future.
Don't they have flying cars yet?
No, flying cars is a dumb idea. It's not going to.
I like the idea of flying cars.
Listen, Back to the Future 2 is a great movie. It's the better movie of the three, right? We all agree on this. But
how many Jurassic Park movies have you seen?
Fuck. Arthur, how many Jurassic Park movies are currently out?
Okay. Above table. At this point in the timeline, at most there would be 3. Jurassic Park or 2. Jurassic Park 3 didn't come out until the early 2000s.
Ooh.
So either Lost World, be very careful with this, Callum, because Lost World came out in 97, 98. So this is going to date you. If you want to stay
safe. I've only seen one Jurassic Park movie, the good one.
Right, yeah.
Elsie's like making little notes, like they're fully sat there with like a little notepad. You just see like a dude with like a little dinosaur and then question mark. She's gonna have no idea what that means by this time tomorrow.
While on it, I'd like to make it extremely obvious. Steven Spielberg's only good movie is Jurassic Park.
Oh,
wow.
I think Saving Private Ryan came out recently.
Don't post that on any news group.
Have you watched E.T.? It's not good. The film is actively bad.
You shut up. And like my character gets up and like storms off to like go to like where his bedroll is that he his like overnight thing, because he's done this camping thing with Elsie before, and like it kind of sounds like his feelings were really hurt in like kind of like a fundamental like nerdy way, like with these adults.
Hey,
what do you want?
I would quite like for you all not to die.
how do we go about that?
Well, that depends on what happens next, because I don't know the future, which is really important to stress at this moment. I do not know what will happen.
Okay, but like, do you have any helpful tips on fighting weird tree entities or
Oh, the tree things are done. That problem sorted.
or other weird things that are gonna come?
Don't take any deals. Don't take any more deals. When somebody does something weird, they're probably already gone. So don't feel bad about having to stop them.
Wait, what do you mean by weird?
That's a great question. That takes many forms. Just hope it's not the laughing one.
Okay.
If lots of people start laughing, phone us again. We'll have to move on to plan B.
What's plan B?
That's not important right now. And let's just hope it doesn't come to that.
I feel like it's pretty important.
It's an exit strategy.
Okay.
Is Headmaster Damien evil?
Is Headmaster Damien weird as hell?
Yes.
For weird
Not
entity
inherently
reasons.
evil. Like,
Yes to evil?
no to evil. Not like good and bad are not fundamental like facts that I can say. Yet I cannot say that fundamentally that man is evil. What I can tell you is, if there was a society currently active in this town and you were to go looking for it, I would start with your weird fucking headmaster.
He does have a book of witches.
Yeah, and he knows stuff.
Not right now, he
knows-
doesn't.
He knew he knows stuff that's going on.
Suggestion. In this game that we play, you can do this thing where you like look at people through like little like floating orb things, and they know exactly what you're doing because they can see you through a magic spell. Elsie's gonna like look around really suspiciously and imagining what she imagines like a scrying ball to look like.
Right. Okay. So you want to use magic?
Me? Out of character or in character?
In character.
Oh. Are they using magic? Because I feel like if they're using magic, we should be allowed to use magic. Because if they've got magic,
isn't
we
just
should.
a thing that you can magically summon, right?
Well, yeah,
That's
it's
the thing that
science.
takes, like, I mean,
it's like fancy science. It's like glittery science.
Kind of. Yes, but also you can't just tap into it unwilly-nilly. That causes all kinds
But you
of problems.
offered it.
I can't use magic. I know people in town who can use magic, and if I'm right, let me check my notes. You might do too. You have met Lucy, right?
Yeah.
Lucy and Liz made it out of your adventure.
We have met Lucy.
Yeah, they're alive, I think.
Oh, thank God. Oh, it's always a shame, that one.
What?
Young lovers, you know, who can't admit.
I knew it!
Ace like double takes on Jules. Is like, you knew what?
that they like each other. It was obvious.
It was really obvious.
They
The
like
music
each other?
grumbling from the the sleeping bag is like, yeah, I guess that makes sense according to the tarot reading.
So hold
You
on
did a
minute.
tarot reading? Are you insane? Why would you do that? Why would you think, possibly, when dealing with eldritch horrors, that you would do a tarot reading?
Eldritch horrors?
Oh, like the books from that
I'm
guy.
taking notes. Yeah. Eldritch horrors.
Like
Ah,
Call
hell.
of Cthulhu, H.P. Lovecraft, Eldritch horrors?
that's the same idea, but not exactly.
Is there a shadow over our town?
Over your town, mate. Your town
Shadow
is
over
the shadow.
Hallow's Tale.
Wait, what?
What?
So out of my depth right now. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, we're screwed. We're fucked. We're doomed.
I
We're
can't explain the game to you. The only people who can explain the game to you are the Pantheon.
Wait,
Oh.
game? Like, that's what the gods called this.
Yes.
Or they called it a game. What's
They will explain it to you if you fucking go to sleep. I can't.
Joseph's gonna do this and be like, "All right, Asher, let's knock you out."
let's what?
Back to sleep.
I before we go to sleep, I do want to read this book that we have.
There are
But
complicated metaphysics going on. If I explain the rules of the game to you, they will find me, and you do not want them to find me because they currently can't.
Right. I think there are only chance to survive this few days. Not gonna lie.
If you meet them and they explain the rules of the game, it will give you a better understanding of what you're up against and what you have to do. I hope.
what happens if we don't play?
Yeah.
You're already playing specifically you, Asher. Okay. So this is the game, right?
Wait. We don't want them to find you.
Yeah, okay. I can't explain why, but if you don't win this game,
Antonio, we
bad
just tricked
things
them
will
into.
happen.
Bad things will happen if we play the game. Bad things will happen if we don't. Okay.
Yes.
You know
Thanks
what?
for your
I
help.
offer to go first to sleep.
You go to close your eyes, and you're gone.
Like you disappear.
No, as in like unconscious immediately.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, they might do that. Sorry, I'm using the old CCTV camera that still works on the theme park. Sorry about that, Elsie. You know that box of parts that went missing like 4 months ago?
Yeah.
That's mine. That was my fault. I needed it for something.
So, like, what else have you nicked from my theme park?
I do not know what your obsession with Iron Brew is.
It's really good.
It's like good,
Listen.
but like that much of it?
Yeah. It fuels the creative process. I was blonde before this started.
Oh my god, I've got to get rid of the rest of this stuff. Oh god. Arthur, in the next delivery, could you please get me some better drinks?
Wait, are you in the... Elsie's just gonna, like, plonk the radio down and march off to her little store with a look of absolute indignation.
No, I'm not inside your tuck store. That'd be a really dumb place to hide.
Oh, I'm following.
We're like
I'm
having a
not.
little march off adventure.
I'm staying by Jules, who is currently unconscious.
My character kind of like looks after Asher longingly, and then slides into his sleeping bag and then closes his eyes.
Right, great. So that's 2 of you asleep. I really have to go. That does not look good. That is a bad sign. I do not think that's meant to be that high.
Wait.
Oh, yeah, no, that's definitely not good. Thank you very much for calling. We appreciate your feedback. Good luck. Don't die.
Don't go yet. No, I'm the only person still here at the radio. Guys, hello?
Yeah, Guion does that all the time.
Oh, Arthur. Okay, you're still here. Cool.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. What was the bad thing?
Bad thing?
No.
You may need to be a bit more specific here. There's a lot of bad things happening.
Okay, so these 2 guys just went to sleep. The other 2 have gone to the tuck shop, and then Guion said that there something was too high, and then left.
Yeah, that's one of Guion's stupid inventions.
Okay, so we're good.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Guion might blow up, but you know.
Oh, okay.
Is the shop empty?
Oh, the shop is absolutely empty.
Okay.
Elsie's counting everything. Not like a lot, but just sort of like, I know I had 5 rows of this here. There was 7 of this here. Like, they know it off by heart. What do they have exactly in the tuck shop?
That like doing that, you remember that 4 months ago a bunch of stuff went missing. But it was a one-off thing, and you're not sure what caused it.
Now you do.
Yeah, but like you now know who stole it, but you don't know why he only stole supplies one time.
That's sus. She's gonna look up to like where the camera is, and just kind of give it the evils for a minute, and then it's gonna lean
nods.
back.
It nods on a
The
really
camera
bad motor.
nods. Ah! Okay. Elsie makes note to put a set of googly eyes on that later, because if they're gonna live behind the camera, she's gonna personify the heck out of it. And she's just gonna lean against the counter.
What you notice looking at it is that someone has gone around and fixed the cameras.
Oh, that's sus. Oh, I don't like that. Elsie doesn't like that, but I'm also creeped out. Oh, okay. This is fine. This is good. This is okay. Elsie will just kind of lean back.
Is there anything anyone would like to do before they go to bed?
I think I'd like to read this book once we return to the others, and maybe I'll take first watch while I'm reading the book. If somebody else wants to also like
a fight
research
of 9, please.
Fight?
Oh
no! You get a +1 for being a teenager.
17.
You managed to force the book open. It resists. You opening it.
I won the fight with the book.
Whoa.
Does somebody want to research with me, or should I?
So, in the book is a catalogue of all the families in Hallow's Vale. Past, previous, and past and previous. Sorry, past and present. There we go. That's the words I'm trying to say. Your families, everyone's families are there. Even you could find Liz and the mayor there. Professor Damien's on there, but it specifically only keeps track of.
Okay.
That post one.
Does it?
No.
It's like blonde hair. Okay. Oh. Huh? Okay.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay.
Is anyone?
gonna set you up.
Nah.
Similar. Ambition
Like all
altogether. I see two of you have already signed on to our game.
two of us.
Yes?
Who's the second?
Jules, in the corner of your eye, someone is standing there.
Can I turn?
Yep, they are not there.
Is there any mirrors nearby?
No.
Are there like any mirrors? Any reflective surface?
There's the windows at the back of the classroom.
If I focus on the windows and try to see my own reflection, do I see something?
You see behind you, there is someone standing there. It is your imaginary friend.
I see.
Who looks as you remember them being. Do you want to tell us about your imaginary friend and what they look like?
Okay. Jules has this imaginary friend that she had made, which was a little boy, also sort of inspired by the 80s, but more like in those very bad motorcycle gang movies sort of thing. So wearing a leather jacket and everything, dumb glasses, weird haircut, that sort of thing. And probably, I don't know if he's grown up now or not, probably. I mean, back then he would have been a kid, but
No.
still a kid. Okay. Okay, she's just gonna kind of tilt her head and try to focus in on the reflection.
Yeah. They're standing behind you.
Are they? Is he talking? She's silent. Okay. Can I wave? Like a little wave? What did they do?
I'm not playing yet.
And Jules is just gonna frown, pretend that he saw nothing, and turn back.
Well, it's time to introduce you all to your teachers for this semester. I am Ambition. It's a pleasure to meet you. If we haven't already, Jules, welcome to the game. Though you've been playing much longer than the rest of us. Now, may I introduce my siblings? And the first to come through the door, Desire. This time you see the purplish form. You do not see the thing that tempts you. You see this purplish femme form of sexuality that kind of just wanders in. I thought it would be best that we meet uninhibited by your desires.
Seems
Are you
fair.
sure no one wants to join my little soiree after you took my prize? All be
You
forgiven.
tried to kill one of us.
I tried to kill
That's the
all
only-
of you.
That's the only reason I joined the game. And you failed. Why would we join you?
Because I can give you what you want. No matter what it is or who, I can grant it for you.
I want to meet the other three first.
In the whiteboard, you see and you feel a rumble as the wall itself begins to crack all the way down the wall. As it separates, you see an eye looking through, and then another, and 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 you lose count of the eyes watching you. I shall speak for my sibling, as they do not possess the voice, or choose not to use it. This is the audience. And they'll be watching very carefully. I think, Asher, you remember when you looked through space to find jewels on the side of the hill, on the cliff face. You remember you were looking through a crack similar to the one that's in front of you now, and you remember feeling that you were surrounded by something that was watching you. So I think that you can kind of inquisite that you were seeing through their eyes.
Okay. Thank you for showing us where our friend was.
And finally, you see 5 fingers, long, white, bone-like fingers clasp onto the side of the door. And walking through with these long, white constructs of, it could be bone, it could be paper. You don't know what it is, but it's this long, thin, tall creature that has had to climb through the door because it's too tall. And it walks in, and it has 2 slit eyes. That's like singular eyes. And the one bit of it that's not made of this material is a large, grinning smile of flesh, where you can see the teeth and you can see the flesh around it, but you cannot see lips. There is the white outline of this strange paper bone material, and it stands. This is gonna be a show, baby!
You piece of shit, you're the knife!
Oh, you are very entertaining. Already, I am deeply, deeply amused by all of this. You managed to cheat us already. You found the mysterious voices watching you. We're gonna have to do something about that, aren't we? We are. Well, contestants, welcome to the main event. The beginning of the end has started. It's you 4 versus us for the fate of your world.
There are 5 of us.
One of you's currently not here. Fucking spoil sport. I'll get to them later.
I have a small question.
Yes.
What's your name?
I am the one, the only. They know about me in every corner of every street across the world. I'm the Chatterbox.
Hi, I'm Elsie.
Oh, I know who you are, darling. I know who you are. The little mechanical brain of yours. Oh, but it's such a sweet taste. I remember when you and I played our first game. But we're not allowed to talk about that, are we?
I think I'd like to know.
Would you like all the power and resources you want to build a theme park?
I mean,
Oh.
yes, but not right now, and maybe not from you.
You need
So
to be
that's a
very
no.
careful with your words, darling, because you
I'm
almost
trying my
entered
best.
into a deal.
Yeah. Don't take any deals from these people.
But the offer's there. I will give you the finest theme park the world has ever seen. All you gotta do is join me.
Ambition,
Um,
desire,
I might hang fire just for like a small moment. I'd like
chatterbox.
to consult.
All you gotta do is rumor my name, and I will appear before
Audience.
your very eyes with everything you want.
I will take a rain check on that. I don't feel like making decisions in the moment. I tend to be quite impulsive, so I'm going to have a chat with some people and try and work out the next steps.
Their long fingers do this like
Oh,
creepy wave at you.
Elsie, who's like the tallest out of us?
This thing's like 10 foot tall.
They're still going to hide behind whoever's the tallest. We'll just sort of like take a step back and just yeet a little bit to the side because when Elsie gets chatting, Elsie doesn't shut up. And I feel like having a physical barrier might help. Someone's just put a hand up.
There's only 4 of you. So why not only introduce 4 of us? That seems fair on our end, doesn't it?
No, considering we're mortals and you're cosmic entities, it sounds like you're stacking the deck unnecessarily. Where's the 5th one?
Back home, did you have a word for the thing that lives under your bed?
La sombra or la chupacabra.
Do you ever look in a mirror and think there's something behind you?
Yeah.
Do you ever look in the corner of your eye because you think there's something there, but there isn't?
I have.
Then you have already met the 5th of us.
I'm gonna look in the. I'm gonna do something similar, right, to what happened earlier. Because Jules was like looking around for a reflective surface, but I'm looking because of what like the audience is, not audience, the chatterbox has said to me.
This is ambition that's been saying this.
Ambition. Oh, ambition. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to. Oh,
Yeah,
so
sorry.
many.
I tried to differentiate their voices, but I know I'm bad at them, so I will try and make it more.
You have a great voice. I'm gonna look at the glass too because I don't have any other choice. There's no mirrors around unless unless the dream changes for me.
Behind you, there is something.
Oh.
It is watching you. It is, I guess, it will be something from your cultural heritage that the figure that you would know as the monster under your bed, or like the thing that is in the dark that's always watching. That is what that thing is. And if anyone else goes looking for them, that is also what you find, is the thing that you were scared of hiding under your bed as a child, or are now scared of hiding under your bed. That is what this thing is. It exists in the factions, it exists in the corner of your eyes, and it lives under your bed in the shadows, in the dark. That is what this thing is. So, let's talk brass tacks. The world will end. The question is, which one of us will win?
Can we stop the world from ending?
You can certainly try. Unfortunately, I can't give you my pitch quite yet on how that's going to happen, but I will explain this. Each of us wants the world for our own. Hallow's Vale lies at the veil between the world and where we come from. It is our playing field. If we win Hallow's Veil, we win the world. And unfortunately for you, you are the playing field. Cosmic coincidence that the five of you stand at the crossroads of destiny for all of mankind. The rest of the town is already moving at its course, but the five of you stand as free radicals, elements that we cannot control unless you let us. So anything that does happen,
And what if we decide to win?
then you'll have to face each of our plans for the end of your world.
I think I like our chances.
So do I.
And I suppose we have a game.
Yes, well, if you would like, as we'll enter the pitch part of our presentation, if you would like to stop the world from ending, you team with me. Because I quite like the world how it is. All I want is for you to reach your ambitions. So join with me, and I will give you what you want and keep your world intact. Now, please, I won't have any of this nonsense. Each of them have desires you couldn't possibly give them. I know what lies within each of your hearts. Jules is a lost cause. Thank God they've already signed away their lives. But Elsie, Ace, Antonio, I know what's in that heart of yours, and truly twisted, truly a magnificent specimen of mine. I am so sad that you have been given away to my sibling. I could have feasted on your desire for days, Asher. It would have been so sweet. Why care about the rest of the world when you can have what you truly desire? Raw passion. Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm just here for the show. And I think each of you has the possibility of being the most entertaining four. I will give you the opportunity to watch the world burn exactly how you want it to. The audience doesn't say anything. It's just watching. It wants to see what happens. It doesn't particularly care about you lot. It just wants to watch the world crumble. In fact, your struggle against the crumbling world is rather entertaining, however short. As for the thing that's behind you all, it doesn't really feel that strongly about any of this. It doesn't seem particularly interested in any game. It just wants you individually. It wants to play with you, not the world.
Have you all played this game before?
This game is older than your world. Older than you lot.
And the world hasn't ended, so that means you all lose a lot.
Or this is the final moments of the game that has been started millennia ago. Cosmic coincidence.
So, we make a bargain with you in exchange for what we want. We could name anything.
Well, yes, that is the rules of the game. If you take up our offers, we give you what we want and we take what we want.
So you take what you want from us and you grant what we want for us.
Yep.
I stand up. I walk up to Desire. I look them dead in the eye and I say,
Don't.
You stop playing the game forever. All of you.
Problem is, honey, that's not what you want. And you all snap awake the next morning.
Oh!
And on that bombshell,
No!
we're going to come to an end.
I fought the devil and the devil won.
I
The devil and the devil won.
tried.
Oh.
So,
Here's the kicker.
go ahead.
Antonio, did he make an accidental?
I
Did he
don't
fuck-
think Antonio made an accidental deal. I think Antonio
Okay, thank fuck.
asked
Okay.
for a deal, but Desire was not going to give it because it's not the thing that Antonio actually wants.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Desire's not going to listen
Antonio-
to me of your bollocks because Desire knows what's in your hearts.
Yeah. Antonio thinks what Antonio wants is not for them to stop playing the game.
Yeah.
He wants to want that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
that's
you
the-
would want
that's
to
the-
want it, but
I
deep
want to
down,
want
that's not
it.
what you want.
No, it's not.
If you'd
Oh,
gone to that pitch with
no.
ambition might have taken you up on it.
I know. I just
But
thought it was the
Desire
most.
definitely isn't going to listen to any of that.
Yeah, I know. I just thought it was the best, the smart mistake to make in the moment.
Absolutely. Well, thank you everyone for watching. This was a very roleplay heavy episode, which is great because I had about 2 pages prepped and didn't have to use any of it. So next time we will catch up with our gang of intrepid teenagers fighting for the fate of reality. Maybe they'll have to tell Ace what's going on. Maybe Ace will have to suffer the consequences for not sleeping.
Uh-oh.
No.
But we won't know that until next time. So we're going to say our goodbyes. We're going to go in reverse order from what we did last time. So tell everyone who you are, who you've been playing, your pronouns, and where they can find you. I will be back next week with episode 3, which I haven't given a title for yet. So I don't know why I was setting up such a dramatic reveal. We'll start with Rice.
Hey, oh shit. Okay. Hi, and goodbye. Rice cakes. She, they pronouns. Mostly they. Can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky For now, there's just a little bit of an art dump there. Used to do commissions. Maybe I'll open those up again. New account because I lost the old one. Yay! Uh, and you can also find silly photos on Instagram, I guess. Might start live streaming at some point. Who knows?
It's all a mystery.
It is
Next,
all a mystery. I'll figure it out.
next we'll go to
Depends on
Blue,
my
and
studies.
we're going to say a very special thank you, Blue, to producing the stream for us today. Tech goblins, we will keep fighting them until they're gone. But
Vanquish.
say goodbye, Blue.
Vanquish the Tech Goblins. Hi, I'm Blue. I've been playing Ace, and you can find me on the internet on most forms of social media under Sanguis Blue. Currently, I am posting most on Instagram because I'm currently making a cosplay. So there's photos of that going up as I create it because obviously X is currently dying, so I don't post that quite as often as I used to. Also, just a quick plug for Roll for Good, which is happening on the 21st of October, which is a charity event that you should all check out. And the games are currently being set up for that. Players have all been chosen, and they're currently doing their session zeros, ready to go for the 21st of October.
Hector.
Yes, my name is Hector Reyes. You can find me at Keiichi Okami on Blue Sky, Instagram, X, but mostly Blue Sky. As said before, you can find me on Mondays over at Greater Restoration, playing Blue Rose, Tears of the Blue Rose, a long-form Blue Rose campaign that using the Fantasy Age system from Green Ronin. And tomorrow, on the Exquisite Corpse channel at 7 p.m. Pacific time, I will be doing a Candela Obscura one-shot run by Riley. So we're going to be doing some fundraising for charity for really good LGBT causes. So please come out, and watch me get my penny dreadful steampunk queerness on and donate some money to an amazing charity.
Alex.
Hey all, thank you for tuning in. I'm Alex, he, him. I've been playing Asher. I publish and perform as Lex Wilson, Alexotica on Twitter, Lex Wilson on Blue Sky. We are currently filming the third season of a partially improvised mockumentary web series called .org. About an environmental nonprofit. I play an Elon Musk wannabe, much like Elon Musk is an Elon Musk wannabe. You can check it out at .orgshow.com, ironically. So DOTORG show.com. Yeah.
Great. And Magpie.
Howdy, I'm Magpie. You can find me on X and Blue Sky at Antique Horror. I don't really have much going on right now. I am trying to get into the world of writing, but I am waiting for publishers to hopefully say yes. And that's it.
And I have been Callum and will continue to be Callum after this stream. You just won't see me anymore unless you go to all the social medias where I am at Theatre Callum everywhere. Do I have anything to plug? No, but my blog, because I wrote a bunch of words about a play that I haven't seen yet, but I have lots of feelings about that no one else will watch or read because it's a load of nonsense. But you should go and check out. Absolutely, shout out to Roll for Good on the 21st of October. That's going to be a great event, and the games look really fun. I wonder why I'm talking about it. No idea. I'd also like to shout out Horde of Tales. They've been doing EU-focused happy hour, and they've got some games that they're currently casting for. I was on there last week. Last week, I was on there doing a one-shot with Apollo, so go check them out as well. And also, I would like to shout out my favorite actual players on Twitter, on Twitch, Starlight Tales, who do awesome stuff. I've been taking part in their Inktober all month, but you can't see that because I keep it on the Discord, so no one can see my horrible drawings on Twitter. that is us for this week. We'll be back next time with some more spooks and bumps in the night as Halloween continues. Bye-bye!